Hello, hello. This is the My Artifact episode number 2925. Today's date is 13th of November 2023. It's almost like a night at. It's not night. It's a morning at 8:45 a.m. So yeah, why I'm recording Artifact episode during the morning. Yesterday I didn't really record Artifact episode. Yeah, that's why I'm recording Artifact episode right now. As also yesterday was Deepavali and Deepavali plus I don't know. Okay. So tell me about the project. Yeah. So I complete my project Car Mechanic Simulator 2021. I I restore Jaguar E-Type in 1961 model, which is really good. Yeah, the total length of the gameplay became 37 minutes. I thought that I have to make sure that the entire gameplay will be less than 30 minutes or 25 to 27 minutes, but eventually it will uh, eventually it gets much bigger. Okay, why I didn't really edit that much? Because of that if I wanted to put the main part on the game, then I don't know. Yeah, I just like that now I can easily do such thing like that, but then I realize I just lose. I just like I don't know. I just don't feel like that doing it. Okay, because the like if I edit, I think that I will lose the essence of that particular gameplay. So might be, yeah. I am really not so sure, but like I don't really like it didn't really bother me that much that I recorded I uploaded 37 minutes of gameplay file. I'm not really bothering that much. Okay, um, it's good. It's great. Yesterday I uploaded that video, public that video. Yeah, so that is good. So next project is Akinator, and I'm gonna record a gameplay about. I'm gonna record gameplay about Sutali bomb. Okay, Akinator can guess. Can Akinator guess Sutali bomb? I don't know. This kind of like a something really thought inside of my mind is actually just. I don't know. I just imagine that let's imagine Sutali bomb. Not let's find out Sutali bomb through Akinator. I don't know how it will become, but I'll try. Okay, I'm making sure that till the end of this day I will record this gameplay. Um, today right now I don't feel nothing really like that. Yeah, I just feel like that. I just lay down and I just sleep. Okay, I just don't feel anything at all. Um, all right, let's just jump to the question. Okay, I don't want to make artifact episode kind of like a something really boring or things like that. So okay, so some of the questions are actually from the productivity and efficiency. So question is, am I eliminating the distraction when needed? Actually, I asked this question before in a previous artifact episode. I'm not really sure, but okay, yeah, let's do this again. Might be if I say it or not. Am I eliminating some sort of distraction when needed? Yes, yeah. I think that yeah, I am kind of like eliminating or kind of like something really keeping away some of the things which actually takes me time. But I don't really think that I am that much kind of like a something really a very distracted person. Like basically there is a one thing is actually in my mind at this moment right now. When I'm doing my work, usually I didn't really bother. It didn't really feel me that should I watch YouTube Shorts? I didn't really have Instagram, by the way. Not I didn't really have uh, Facebook. Like a Facebook is just like that. I haven't even used Facebook for I don't know, just like a year. Yeah, like basically a month ago, I opened Facebook for try to know where is Prashik's birthday. Okay, but then after that, it's really nothing. Okay, I didn't really use Facebook that much. YouTube Shorts, yeah, I use YouTube Shorts. YouTube Short is not really that much addictive, as also it gives me a little bit of valuable information. Instagram is bit really addictive, so I just delete the Instagram. Delete means like that. I can access Instagram through Chrome browser, and in the Chrome browser, you don't really access Instagram that good. Okay, because you can't watch reels on Instagram. That is a big advantage for me for keeping away the distractions. So this is good, this is great. Okay, but I don't think that I just have that only that kind of like a distraction. No, it's not. Okay, uh, like basically in my life or maybe at this situation, I distraction is not that much bigger problem for me. Okay, uh, my biggest problem is that procrastination means like that you are actually delaying your thing that you wanted to do. Like basically is that na ki I wanted to make my video in less than 3 days. Okay, but somehow I don't know, the video takes 4 days, 5 days. Okay, so I didn't really like this thing. Like I like to make my things as quick as possible as I can, but somehow it just didn't really happen. Okay, and the reason for this thing didn't really happen because that I think I do have a little bit of procrastination. Yeah, I don't know how should I describe this thing, but yes, it's just like I am keep delaying things that is really necessary for me. But somehow I just try to figure it out. Yeah, some of the things are actually delaying for the good reason. Yeah, and some of the things I don't know. It's like I'm not really sure. Okay, okay, because actually my experience or my instincts told me that as a human mind, it's not kind of like a something really yes or no. Okay, as a human mind or a human activity is actually flow through like a step by step towards the positive, step by steps towards the negative, whatever it is. Okay, so usually is that procrastination or kind of like a something like distraction, those are the things that I wanted to do less. Okay, and there is no kind of like some sort of several activity or several things that I proceed so that I won't be able to do that. No, like I won't be able to eliminate all those things. Okay, like I do procrastination, and those are kind of like something really essential thing for me. Okay, then distraction also really essential thing for me. Okay, I'm not saying that those are the essential at this moment. No, 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 but kind of like a something really essential for understanding the I don't know. Okay, yeah, as a human mind wants to entertain every second of his life, and sometimes human mind takes some sort of easy steps. Easy steps means like that key watching some sort of videos, reels, and things like that. So that makes that kind of like a you get the information as soon as as soon as possible as you can. So I don't know. Okay, I don't think that I will able to just like remove all those distraction and procrastination in my life. I don't really think that. Okay, whatever the things that I'm doing, I'm kind of like a something really balanced between both the world, like also really essential. Like let me tell you one thing. Now yesterday I spent almost like a lot more time with my friend, okay, which is really not so good, okay, which is like a not so good means which is not really essential, okay. So spending time with your friend kind of like I would count this thing in procrastination or in kind of like a something really time pass, but somehow when you see in the future it's also really essential, okay, because sometime it added some sort of values in there. So I don't know, okay, I just don't know. I'm actually figuring out, okay, but I am trying to eliminating as much as a distraction. Instagram is one of them, yeah. I'm kind of like totally agreed with that key. Instagram is kind of like a something really very distraction thing for me. But also I have that one app called digital well-being. I mentioned this thing multiple time. I also mentioned today that key I have this digital well-being, so that I can use some of the social media for kind of like a something really just for 5 minutes, and then after that this app will automatically close. So which is really good, okay, so that it kind of like a something really stop me for not doing procrastination more than 5 minutes. So which is really good, which is really great. I really like it. Yeah, so these are kind of like a, some sort of steps that I'm taking for eliminating my distraction or procrastination. Yeah. What time management technique work for me? I also mentioned this thing, okay. Yeah, I also talk about this question. All right, next question: how do I set clear priorities and goal? uh how do I set clear priorities and goal? So in your life or in my life, I do have some sort of priorities, I do have some sort of goal, okay. And definitely my goals are kind of like a very big, very massive, like basically the who I am and who I wanted to become. It's kind of like a something really imaginary. Why I'm saying imaginary? Because let me tell you one thing. At this moment, I wanted to earn money from the YouTube. Okay, in my surround, which is kind of like a something not that imaginary, because so many people are earning money from the YouTube. Yeah, it's kind of like something really good. Yes, that is cool. Yeah, but let me tell you one thing now. Ki, the situation where am I living? Okay, right now I'm living at kind of like a something really very local place. It's a Vardha. It's not that much kind of like a something really urban, and most of the people around me I don't really familiarize with the YouTube, don't really familiarize with the social media things like that. Like basically, na the people are surrounded at me. They think that the way that you earn money through your kind of like a job and things like that. Okay, I am the only one. Might be I'm seeing the only one that I am doing kind of like something really YouTube. Okay, jeopardize my career time and just focus on the YouTube and things like that. So I'm kind of like something really very clear regarding about my goals and regarding about my priorities. Okay, and and at this moment now I'm bitterly clear about that key my goals that I will achieve. Okay, because there are some sort of a factor involved in this thing. Because of that key, right now I believe in myself, which is kind of like a really much bigger than before. Because at this moment I'm believing myself a lot, because I'm not really earning money. I am 30, I'm living with my parents. Every situation or every possible result are kind of like a telling me that you are not a good person, okay, you are kind of like a something really pathetic, वगैरह वगैरह. My every friends are getting married, earning lots of money, वगैरह वगैरह, but I am none of that, okay. And why is this thing happen? Because of that ki I did mistakes in my life for last 4 year, from 2016 to 2020. And in during this 4 year of my 4 year of my mistakes, I don't really say that that is a mistake. That is kind of like something really things that I don't really know. And then I did it, and I realized that I won't be able to do it, okay. like a 4 year of my job and things like that, I realized that I won't be able to do such a thing, because it's not, it is like it is really really not gonna possible for me. Okay, I didn't really see my future and things like that. Okay, so at this moment I am literally kind of like a very clear regarding about my goals and priority, that key I did mistakes. I realized that key I won't be able to get my future from this doing a job. No, I just have only I just have only one option that I have, and I just have to keep focus, believing things, and making my craft as good as possible as I can. So right now I'm literally clear about my priorities and goals, very clear. Yeah, literally, yeah. Like every time, every day, my parents told me, what are you doing with your time, with your like basically, is this YouTube career will grow or not, vagara vagara. But still I believe in myself and trying to do it, which is kind of like very hard, trust me. Just like telling those things or saying those things or listening those things, and try to feel those things, or try to when such thing is actually happen on you, it's kind of like something like way much different, different thing. Okay, and trust me, just like it is way much harder than that. All right, yeah. So at this moment, yeah, I am very clear regarding about my goals and priorities. Yeah. Next question. Am I organizing my task efficiently? mm, um, am I organizing my task very efficiently? Well, yeah, kind of like something like that. Okay, like basically, okay, like there are some sort of task in my kind of like a making videos and things like that. First of all, um, before I recording video, I just have to pre-plan the video, that key what video should about, planning, execution. Okay, I just think about that. Okay, and then if I didn't really confident enough, then I try by myself, that key is this thing that I can do possible, I can make it possible or not. When I have a confidence, then I record my gameplay. Okay, and after the recording gameplay, then in the editing process, in lots of things. Okay, I do have kind of like something really very different tasks for every like a production, execution, post production, everything. Okay, so yeah, and do have organized all those things. uh, uh, kind of like a, yeah, it's I do organize things very clearly regarding what should I supposed to do and what should I supposed to not to do. Yeah, I like basically is that now, like let me tell you one thing, like this question is supposed to be kind of like that key, like basically is that key, am I organizing my task efficiently, means like that key, uh, like um, like you are a doctor. Okay, and you wanted to proceed a kind of like a something really medical procedure. Okay, medical surgery, whatever it is. Okay, so for that medical procedure, you do require some sort of a instrument, and then and then instruments, lots of things. Okay, I'm not really sure about the what is a doctor things that they use during this surgery and things like that. But like in the medical procedure, okay, you are doing something really very critical task. Okay, and every instrument does really matter. Okay, so just imagine that you are actually cutting the vein between the lungs and hearts. Okay, so at that time you do require a kind of like a scissor, which is kind of like a very sanitized scissor. Then the things that you are holding the vein, also everything was kind of like a something really sanitized. Everything is kind of like a very organized. Okay, you shouldn't supposed to look scissor when you are cutting the vein between the hearts and lung. Okay, you should suppose, like basically it has to be organized. You know that ki where is exactly scissor, and just your hand goes to that scissor, take that scissor, cut the vein. So it's kind of like a something really the things that are required for doing a task, like some of the instrument which has to be kind of like a sanitary, which has to be kind of like a something really exactly the same position was there before, so that the when you wanted to do your thing, you shouldn't supposed to find the instrument for doing thing. Okay, you should supposed to know where the instrument, and you just take your, and your hand goes directly over their way and just doing it. So it's kind of like a for that particular situation do require kind of like a something really organized. Okay, or maybe like I'm giving you second example, that you are doing on a you are working on office, okay, you are actually doing completing a file, and when you are entering the office, okay, your office, your entire table is actually cluttered with all the files and things like that, okay. So is you, yeah, and you are kind of like a bit really confused that ki, which file should you done, or which file you which file is pending or not. So for that particular thing you have to organize your files, that key which file is done, so you have to set all the files that you done it, set put those files in somewhere else then, and some of the files are pending, so put those files at somewhere else. So kind of like a something little bit really organization, okay, yeah. So do I have that kind of like a something really organized, trust me tell you that ki, um, most of the time my work is actually very organized, okay, I do have organized, okay, and most of the my work is actually happening digitally, okay, like in the editing process, or in kind of like a something like most of the things I do in the computer, okay. So usually in the computer I do have a little bit of organized, okay, the where is my sound effect file, where is my uh, market file, then where is my lots of things, okay, which is actually kind of like something really organized in every way, that key I shouldn't supposed to find where is sound effect, I just know where is sound effect, I just click there, drag the file and just took it. So yeah, it's I'm bit little bit of organized, okay, from saying, okay, because like basically now if you wanted to say I'm kind of like a something really organized person, then you kind of like imagine that key you have your clothes are completely folded, then you are look very neatly, you are kind of like a wearing something really very nice shirt and pant all the time, okay, you are actually iron your shirt and jeans and things like that. So for that particular person, that person may be very very well organized. Do I have that kind? Yeah, I do have that. Like I iron my clothes. Then I just like I didn't really. I don't know. Yeah, I'm kind of like a something. Like I'm saying that key. 70% organized. Okay, 30% is not really that much organized. So yeah, kind of like that. Yeah, I'm trying to be more organized. Yeah. Uh, how do I avoid burnout and maintain a work-life balance? Okay, so what is actually burnout? Burnout means like that ki, like basically is that na, when you're doing a job, okay, and after you're doing a job, then you came home and then you realize that dude, what the fuck is actually happening in my life, okay, like basically after I doing my work, I don't really have kind of like a something in life to spend. What do you mean by that? Okay, let me explain to you very much properly, okay. So if you are a person who is actually doing a job in corporate sector, okay, your job is literally kind of like a something really like things that you don't like, okay, and besides your job there are a lot of things, okay, you have family, friend and everything, but because of the jobs, because of that you didn't really have kind of like any time, you don't really have any time to spend on your family, friends and things like that. चलो मान लेते हैं कि एक हॉलीडे सीजन शुरू हुए like Diwali, and then every friend are actually came at home and they are just taking photos and things like that, but you are looking at photo at your office and you are still doing your job. So so basically is that ना those are the feelings are make you feel that कि dude यार मैं क्या करूँ मेरे लाइफ के साथ, okay, you feel that कि like basically my entire life is actually spending on the office, okay, and I don't want that, okay. So so it is really important to maintain that key work life balance, that key what is actually life and what is actually the work, okay. So do I have that kind of like a something like work life balance? Well, basically this question is also belongs for the person who is actually doing a job in corporate or doing a job some sort of thing that he don't really like it, okay. Right now I'm doing kind of like something really creative thing, okay, and making creativity required a little bit of freedom, as also YouTube is also giving you a lot of freedom regarding about the creativity and things like that, which is also really good, okay. So um I don't really have to balance between the work and life. Because of that my work is also kind of like a something really my life, okay, and my life is also bit really life, okay. So it's not that kind of like thing that key I do have to balance. No, nothing really at all. It's just like I'm really cool with that. Because like yeah, almost like a last 4 year of my life, yeah, I it is kind of like a very difficult for me to maintain work life balance. But I just like way past that thing. Okay, chalo, I realized that key no, it's not that, and then I just quit it, and then right now where am I? Okay, yeah. Okay, so next question. What spark my creativity and emotion? What spark? I think imagination, consistent, and inspiration. Okay, what do you mean by that? Okay, so basically, first of all, let me explain all those things. Okay, so inspiration. Okay, let's start from the end. Okay, so I just mentioned that key. What I mentioned. Okay, inspiration. Okay, so most of the time creativity is actually spark through the inspiration. Means like that ki if there is a guy who is actually make a video regarding about whatever it is, okay, and you realize that ki yeah, you can make the video, which is not really that much difficult. Okay, you can make the video. So you are literally inspired by the things that person he did, and you are trying to replicate that work in your way. So that is called inspiration. Okay, that like the things that you do after you watch the video is actually from the inspiration. Okay, so you get the spark creativity from the inspiration, one thing. Then another thing is that ki, what I mentioned, um, consistent. Okay, so like basically mostly creativity. Okay, so creativity means like that na ki, like you do have little bit of craft inside of your head, and you are making that craft into some sort of video format. Especially for video format means like that ki, like let me tell you one thing now, almost like 100 years ago, 200, or maybe yeah, 100 years ago, every person has a kind of like some sort of a craft and creativity, but they didn't really show their craft and creativity very much properly. Why? Because of that key, at that time, how they will show their craft and creativity, there is no medium at all. Okay, but since the YouTube came, internet came, and then after the internet, you can show your craft and creativity to the more and more audience. Okay, so basically is that key, as a YouTube required kind of like a something really uh, uh, convert your craft into the video format. Okay, means like that you are a painter. Okay, and you have a craft in painting. So what do you then you have a question that how do you show your craft to the world? That means ki you have to record yourself while making a painting, right? And then this is kind of like a become a video format, and then you showcase that video format into the YouTube, and then your craft is actually shared by the millions of people. All right, so this is the way that like something really craft and creativity showcase to the entire people. All right, so so I'm gonna tell you what is exactly the YouTube. Okay, but now YouTube required kind of like a something really consistent. Means like that key, you have a craft, you are a painter, you make one painting, but that is not enough. Okay, because let me tell you one thing na, uh, at the beginning you are making your craft for yourself. Like I like to do paint, so at the beginning you are making paint 1 2 3, but then after that you are bit really kind of like a something really tired of all those things. Why? Because of that you don't really get the motivation. Because let me tell you one thing na, for the creating, for the crafting required motivation. Okay, required some sort of a emotional support, that somebody says that "Ki, dude, the things that you make was really incredible, yeah, really great." Okay, so basically is that na, the motivation you didn't really get as quickly. like basically अगर मुझे मैं पेंटर हूँ और मैंने मस्त पेंटिंग बनाई, मैंने वीडियो अपलोड किया यूट्यूब पे, बट आई डेंट गेट दैट व्यूज़ एंड थिंग्स लाइक दैट. सो बेसिकली आप नाराज़ हो जाते हो. ओके, यू डेंट रियली know. So you just demotivate by yourself. Okay, so at that time now you just have to be like confident enough, believe in your thing that key whatever the things that you do is actually really important. So you make one video, then another video, then another video, then another video. Okay, then people start connecting with you. Okay, and then people start like kind of like something really inspired you. They motivate you, and then you are doing again, and then painting became your real job, and then you are bitterly consistent. Okay, so most of the time now innovation is actually come from the consistency. Okay, that key, the things that you do at before and things that you do at this moment after you uploaded hundreds of videos and thousands of painting, you have kind of like something really created a kind of like a something really a genre, kind of like a something really physical changes in your inside your mind. The neuron is actually thinking that what is exactly the painting looks good. Okay, like how should you supposed to draw that painting, how should you supposed to, like you are making your craft as good as possible as they can every time you are making the video, every time you are making that painting. Okay, so you are actually kind of like doing this thing again and again. So might be those are the kind of like a doing this thing again and again became like a like when you are consistent, then you innovate kind of like something really even more creativity than things like that. like basically इंस्पिरेशन से आप मोटिवेट हो जाते हो, बट उससे इनोवेशन नहीं होता है. ओके, हाँ इनोवेशन होता है बट नॉट रियली दैट मच. ओके, बट इफ़ यू आर बी कंसिस्टेंट, इफ यू आर काइंड ऑफ लाइक डूइंग दिस थिंग अगेन एंड अगेन एंड अगेन एंड अगेन, देन यू काइंड ऑफ लाइक रियलाइज दैट कि डूड यार आई कैन मेक, लाइक बेसिकली इज दैट ना कि अगर आपको एक पेंटिंग निकालने के लिए 2 घंटे लगते थे, अभी आपको 15 मिनट लगते हैं. सो बेसिकली यू इनोवेट योर सेल्फ दैट कि what is exactly the thing, what is exactly the process that took so much amount of time to draw this painting, and at this moment you didn't really take that much time, so you innovate yourself. Okay, so consistency is also kind of like a uh, kind of like a something really uh, born kind of like something really innovation for creativity. Okay, yeah. And then what is the word that I say? Consistency. Imagination. Yeah. Imagination is also kind of like a something really. Imagination is actually kind of like a mix with the consistent. Like imagination, let me tell you one thing now. Okay, so you are start drawing a painting. Okay, at the beginning you are actually drawing an apple, drawing and kind of like a something really a things that you see. Okay, like an apple, fruit, banana, or maybe like a women or men, whatever it is. Okay, then you started imagining things that it's not exist, like something really god would supposed to be look like, or kind of like a something the things that you, or maybe the abstract. Okay, abstract is kind of like a very imagination art. Okay, so so you are starting imagine things. So and when you are imagine and when you are execute your imagination into the physical world. Okay, so it create an emotion, it create innovation through your creativity. So that is also kind of like a something really a way that you are improve your craft and things like that. All right, yeah. So I've been actually recording this thing for almost like a 33 minute. I'm bitterly tired. So what is actually the target do I have today? I have to record Akinator video, and then I don't know where it is. All right, this is it. Thank you.